So I had let's say a subscriber, a viewer, ask me for some roster advice. I'm not doing this for everybody, so don't. I'm trying to work out a way with YouTube to do the membership thing where I do like roster advice for stuff, but don't everybody send me this. Doing this for the homie who sent it to me, asked me during stream, so I'm doing it. Roster advice. Why do you see John Stewart there? Because the best roster advice I can give to you at the moment, if especially if you're free to play, you don't have a lot of legendaries, you're not trying to pull a lot of legendaries, is hurry up and get him. He's amazing. Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Roast Live video. In this video, I'm doing roster advice for Aries. Shout out to the homie watching on stream or on this YouTube video. Basically, what I'm going to do is go through his roster and try to figure out what characters he should probably invest in and what characters he should not, or try to avoid. So forgive, I'm going to have to look back and forth on this just to be on the safe side. All right, so given that I do not know exactly where you are, I'm going to give this advice to you, or I'm going to give you first, my advice is not the end all be all. Some stuff I'm going to say, and there are going to be people who disagree. If you disagree, there's no problem with disagreeing, as long as it's respectful. Comment section. So for those of you who, whenever I do these roster advice videos, and for the ones who I do for in the future, the best part about this roster advice video is that's going to be the people in the comment section who are also giving their opinion. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong over me. I'm saying take the collection of the knowledge and then go forward, right? First of all, how do you get a rank 10 Aquaman? I need this advice from you. I want that. Anyway, so first things first, right now in Level Link, I think you have it set up right. So basically, you have rank 10, rank 10, rank 10, rank 9, rank 8 in your Level Link. Someone asked me this in the comment section before, if they should have their legendaries or epics. It has nothing to do with that. You need to have the characters with the higher ranks outside of your level link as the top 5, because then they're going to be limited by the level link characters are going to be limited by the lowest level character. So right now is a perfect illustration of this is rank 8. He's at level 72. She's going to be at level 72, and so is everybody else. However, this rank 8 also means that they have a limit. I think it's like level 220. So that means that here he can only go to a max of level 220, which means the rest of them can only go to a max level of 220. So what you'll see on my roster is that I have a bunch of epics up here over legendaries because I have epics that are rank 10. So eventually what you may want to do, unless somehow, some way, you plan on getting Dr. Fate up to level rank 9, then rank 10, eventually it would be smart for you to start, I don't know, farming or just going for one of the epics to take up to rank 10 or rank 9, and then put them in the place of Dr. Fate until you can get Dr. Fate or Bride or Wonder Woman up to rank 9. So there's that first part of it, okay? Next part of it. And I don't know if you're using this, but if you are or are not, Dr. Fate is great to have at rank 8. Bride is amazing. I love her. Wonder Woman is the better character here, so I would recommend going to Elite Arena and using those credits to get more frags of Wonder Woman. She has 2 offers there where you can get 20 of her frags, and then you can use the legendary selector since you already have her unlocked and get another 20, I want to say. So you can get her up to rank rank 8 relatively fast, and then rank 9, rank 10. Next, I would, this is where it's going to be kind of, I don't know, controversial is the word for it. Let's not say controversial. The epics that I would focus on more so than Red Hood. Green Arrow is good, however, Wonder Woman is going to put him on the bench for a lot of stuff. And if you're at level 180 now, Wonder Woman is going to handle any of the AoE stuff that you need to do up until like when these levels are like 260. Then you're going to have to specialize a little bit more and then put some more investment in Green Arrow, put him in for those tacticals, put her in for the Agile and the Mighty. Nightwing and Ocean Master, Kid Flash, Mr. Terrific, Judo Master. those are your next. Ooh, those are gonna be part of your priorities. In fact, one thing that might be better for me to say, and just kind of like green light, yellow light it. So we'll go green light, yellow light, red light. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Batman, massive green light, especially for the end game. You can kind of relax on him a little bit right now, but as you get higher up, he is going to be very, very important when dealing with like system recovery bosses. Because Wonder Woman, as great as she is an AoE damage dealer on her ultimate. He has single target attacks, so he's going to hone in and do more skills. Aquaman's not going to do much for you there. He should be built like a tank, meaning higher HP, block, stuff like that. That way he survives longer and can put more of those shields out there. Constantine is a monster, is a beast. You know, full disclosure, he is a very, very, very good damage dealer, okay? But it's also AoE. You're going to get more focused damage in on him. Actually, now that I'm looking at Constantine here, no, I would still say because you can specialize him on Mighty. However, Wonder Woman still handles Mighty. She is a very good healer. Pandora is a very good healer, more in game than mid game. I would say that you would have done better or would do better to work on Kid Flash over Pandora. The sacrifice isn't necessary. Now when he's ranked 10, he also every ally when they get a turn get a 5% heal. You stack him with a bunch of attack. And I do have heal crit on him, that gear set. I haven't taken it off because it feels as though it's good, so I'm leaving it. I do have percentage attack on him as well, so he heals like crazy. Pandora's a very good healer. Kid Flash is better. Mara right now, I'm running into some issues with her, trying to run her with Aquaman because of that whole they have to be next to each other thing. She doesn't have the best survivability in the world, but I have her at rank 8, and I'm starting to believe that I need to just have rank 9 tunes. So I'm going to take that bit with a grain of salt. Zatanna and I have a complicated relationship. Before the first Brother Eye, right at global release, she was an absolute monster and would have been like the best support in the game right next to Kid Flash. Like they would have been 1A, 1B depending on your situation. Now, the way I've used her, she's kind of resurged on my teams because the frantic that she provides, especially when running her with Wonder Woman or Green Arrow, and hey, even with Constantine, those AoE damage dealers, she's giving them multiple frantics, which is increasing her crit attack. So she is a good support. One thing I am noting here, and maybe I'm being paranoid, you seem to focus very heavy on DPS characters. I would advise focusing more on support characters just because when power creep comes around, the thing that usually in most games that disappears the fastest is damage. So as the characters get stronger and stronger and stronger, deeper HP pools, more defense, and the hitting from Wonder Woman is going to be less and less and less. Right? However, healing for 60% is healing for 60%. Healing for 40% is healing for 40%. Whether that HP is 100,000 HP or 1 million HP, 40% is 40%. Giving 10% crit chance is giving 10% crit chance. Whether you're giving that to Wonder Woman, Constantine, or Green Arrow, you're giving 10% increased crit. Raven, and by the way, the best 2 badges in the game are 2 of the best badges in the game at level 30 or tier 3, Zatanna, Raven. Raven, when you revive, she carried me through a lot of the early game. Reviving a character is reviving a character. That's just how that goes. Straight up. You know what I mean? So like investment in Aquaman as a tank, they have the tank tag on him. I see him as more of a support character because he puts out so much, like he does so much good with his School of Fish, protecting, providing immunity to damage, cleansing debuffs, healing. Like he's a tank that acts like a support. So that. With Ocean Master, it's a little bit different because he's a debuffer, so he does put out a lot of debuffs. That percentage damage over time is good, and his counterattacks are good, but beware, I treat him more like a damage dealer. Phosphorus, you're fine to leave him alone, don't worry about him. I do love the Bride, but you'll see a video, maybe before this one, where the Bride is actually, I think, runs better outside of her Creature Commando team. So because she puts out the hard hit every time she gets damage, and yeah, this will definitely be the video that comes out before this one. You can put the Bride with Constantine and Aquaman. Basically, you only have her at rank 6 right now, but once you get up to like rank 8, I think is when it starts. Is well, at the very beginning it does too. Um, when she takes damage from an ally, she then gives herself and everybody in the back row hard hit, which gives you an increased 20% attack on your next non ultimate attack, which is fantastic when she uses her ultimate attack and sends everyone on her all of her allies at the enemy with their basic attacks. He does the sacrifice thing for all of his allies. She takes that damage, gives everybody hard hit. He ensures that the sacrifice is even less than it would be, and because you have him at rank 10, or no, actually it's rank 8 thing for her. The way I have them set up now, every time she takes damage from Constantine, she ends up with more health. She ends up healing herself higher than what she was previously. So just bear that in mind. All that being said, Dr. Phosphorus, I think Weasel, if you have Weasel, I do like him. I'm gonna have to do a video on him soon. I'm finding I don't have a place for him anymore. Just how it works. Dr. Phosphorus, you can pause on. Mr. Terrific, Judo Master, along with Jon Stewart. Those are the three best epics in the game. You would do it would be smart for you to put as many resources into these two as possible, especially Mr. Terrific. Given the poison season that's coming out, the reason why I'm hesitant is because I can't remember which character it is. I want to say it's Cheshire. Puts out unique poisons. And I saw the comment from whoever, I think it was Brad P, saying that her poisons behave like Dr. Phosphorus's burns, where they're unique to him, and that's true. You can't cleanse those. I don't think that Cheshire, that one character, is powerful enough to knock Mr. Terrific off of his throne because she only has, you know what I mean? Like she's got the poison, she's putting it on a character that can't be cleansed, but that is affecting that character. So that might mean that Mr. Terrific can't save that character, but might still be really, 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 really good. Am I going for the poison team? 100%. 1000%. I love that. We'll talk about that later on the stream after I'm done with this video. But yeah, poison team, 100% going for him. So I would definitely work on Mr. Terrific first. Judo Master might be third now when you put Jon Stewart in. And honestly, Mr. Terrific might get bumped too. Vigilante, I'm fine with you not doing anything with. He's a good damage dealer, but you have plenty of damage up there. Superboy, you're fine to leave him alone. Bloodsport, I love him for the block team. What's up, Runes? But he fell off very, very quickly, and it's very clear to me that Nightwing and Ocean Master are that duo that you want to work on to get your block team going for real. Two-Face, you're gonna have to work on. I don't like working on him. He's not a bad character. I just don't like being forced into it. However, given his team synergy and how much of a bonus you get for that in Evil Falls, which is a place where you can farm those resources to use to buy gear, you kind of have to put resources into him. Elites and rares, given your entire roster, can be completely ignored. Let's go back. Yeah, so anyone down here, we're going to ignore. Star Sapphire, I liked her a lot. She has an amazing stun attack that you can really direct very, very well. Plus, she had a little bit of a rework during the Brother Eye, the most recent one. However, from what I understand, her kit is bugged. So, I don't want to give advice on her yet. I'm going to work on her and develop her because I really like the fact that her heal received gives her more power. And now that life still counts as heal, it will kind of ramp her up the same way it has done for me with Bane. However, until I play test her, I don't want to give you that advice. Penguin, avoid like the plague. Weasel, I think he's good, but he's definitely not necessary. You can definitely yell like the hell out of him. You don't have to worry about that. Red light on Penguin. Gorilla Grodd. If Swamp Thing coming out is a tank and you pull him, Grodd goes on the bench. He's not bad, but he's also not great. Poison Ivy gets a new lease on life, basically because the poison team is coming out. She does hit hard as hell. Again, you have enough damage, especially if she's tactical damage and you have Constantine up to rank 10. However, let's put her on like a tier 3 level of, you can work with her. Yellow light because of everything you already have, but not bad. Superboy is okay to ignore for now, unless you want to build a specific burn team. Let me double check. Did I do good? Did I do okay? Vixen, avoid. In fact, if you wanna, go ahead and Ooh, I was gonna say retrain, but the number of diamonds you have to pay may not be worth it. So if I'm telling you who to work on in terms of buckets of tiers, where to go, the first level is going to be. I didn't even see that you had John Stewart. Find John Stewart. If you get John Stewart, he's in this first bucket in terms of epics and actually legendaries too. Ones that I would recommend you work on: Bride, Wonder Woman, um, no, Judo Master, Mr. Terrific, Kid Flash, John Stewart. Not pictured. Tier 2, that next bucket you want to work on. And not in the order. I'm just doing it based on what I'm saying. Batman, Green Arrow, Nightwing, Ocean Master, Raven, Zatanna. Let me go back one more. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And then your tier 3, final tier, like, take it or leave it. You ain't got to do this. Vigilante, Bane, and I do love Bane, but that's personal love. Red Hood, personal love sounds like a weird R&B album from a white dude in the '90s. That's about it. I'm not really recommending Superboy, Starfire, Bloodsport. Oh, and then not a recommendation, but by default, you kind of gotta. For Owlman, you kind of gotta. I'm not necessarily saying anything. Yeah, you kind of gotta. Weasel maybe, but I'm falling. The more I think about him, the more I'm falling off on him. Yeah, I think that's it. And then you gave me your elite roster here. Let me see. Can I? Is this up high enough? Make sure that's visible. Okay, so I've already said, but I would be tempted to remove Dr. Fate or even Mara and put in the Bride here so we get that hard hit effect. Just be sure that you have that unlocked. I can't remember if that unlocks at rank 6, 7, or 8. But just double check those kits there. I would put that there because then you're putting hard hit and strong attack on Constantine and Dr. Fate, and then they get to wild out. You have Mr. Terrific here running with a bunch of characters that do not use his team synergy. I assume that you're trying to use Ocean Master's team synergy here for the attack, which means that the Nightwing is going to be blocking. However, I mean, I guess you can use him to cleanse stuff. I would rather put Ocean Master, Nightwing, than a Kid Flash in here for the heals because Nightwing is going to be taking a lot of damage. I guess that's part of what Mr. Terrific is for, but Kid Flash is better at it. Vixen you can ignore. Her doing damage is totally okay. If I've moved him up, Judo Master, Vigilante, I guess you don't have Peacemaker. I guess you're trying to run anti-heroes to get the Judo Master team synergy. I can feel it. No big deal. But then I would take Bride, move her up, put Mr. Terrific down here, so that way at least I think Dr. Phosphorus does special power damage, so you'll increase that damage by 50% so long as you don't have any tanks down there. You'll have Judo Master and Vigilante doing the damn thing because of the... Oh, also Red Hood is the anti-hero. Doing the damn thing because of the team synergy from Judo Master. And then I just forgot who I said I was going to put there. I said Mr. Terrific, right? Oh, yeah. And then Mr. Terrific is going to be in the front left with Red Hood in the front right. Red Hood makes a good pseudo tank because of his revive mechanic, so you can utilize that. I hope that got it. I hope that got it. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Aries. Thank you. I appreciate it. Be on the lookout for roster advice, like options for the memberships in YouTube. I'm just waiting to figure out if that's something I can do for real, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you don't like it. If subscribing and dislike, I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.